Hello, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero from a different location. You might have remembered a video I did last year, The Drunk Weatherman. Well, we got more rum, we got more beach, we got more sun. It is a really nice time. Let me step off to the side here. You could see over the edge of the sand here, just beautiful blue water. It's a little bit choppy at the moment, but it is very comfortable. So, what we're expecting for the next week, at least in the tropics, there's some activity in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what's causing a little bit of this choppy water. Also, this time of the year, climatologically, we're also seeing a little bit more of some sort of activity in terms of the Gulf Stream. However, it's not there just yet in terms of hurricane season. That, of course, starts later in the year. So that we don't have to worry about at all right now. Back in the Northeast, we're starting to get into thunderstorm season. So now it's starting to get a little bit warmer. I know we had some warmer weather at the beginning of the week. I was still there, and we experienced that. Not really anything in terms of thunderstorms. Unlike last week, the end of last week, we saw some thunderstorms. But that's what we're going to be expecting. That's the typical case with springtime in the Northeast. Spring, we have this little bit of a greater contrast in terms of convection between the 500 millibar level and the surface. It gets a little bit more energetic because it's trying to warm up. That's what causes thunderstorms. Specifically in the Northeast, what causes that is you have the Gulf of Mexico, which I'm kind of near right now. So you have the Gulf of Mexico, which is providing the moisture. You also have the energy waves coming off of the leeward side of the Rockies, and those two combine to create what's called a dry line. That's what causes some tornadoes, especially in the Midwest. But we don't really see that many tornadoes in the Northeast, except last year. I know I still haven't gotten to my 2018 rewind video, but I do plan on getting to that. Very tasty. So I do plan on getting to my 2018 rewind video, and in there, the May 15th tornado outbreak that I did a live stream on, I will be including that in the 2018 rewind. I will also be including some other highlights throughout the year. And that's also going to be the trailer for the YouTube channel, is this 2018 rewind, eventually once I get to that. Enjoying this beautiful weather just like I am, hit that subscribe button below and hit the little bell icon right next to that so you get notified whenever I upload a video, or I do go live sometimes from the studio. We're not in the studio right now. We're enjoying this beautiful blue weather, perfect white sand beaches, delicious drinks, and there's not really much going on right now. Some other updates. I'm gonna be changing up the schedule a little bit, just because from the news station, something happened where I'm not gonna be working as much anymore. I'm still gonna be working here and there, but again, not as much with that. So that's gonna change the hours that I have dedicated to making content like this. So that's going to be changing. I have to try and think about some new schedules for you guys. I do want to try and get a little bit more consistent with the uploads for you. So in terms of weather through the weekend, what we're going to actually be seeing is not that bad of conditions. Here, it's going to be warm. Friday, there's going to be a little bit of thunderstorm activity. And with the thunderstorm activity, that's going to cool down the air. As of right now, it's 81 degrees with this recording. And we're going to be seeing the 80s throughout the rest of the weekend. And then over the weekend, Friday night into Saturday, that's when we could be seeing some more thunderstorms. Just because we do have, so the west is out here. The sun is setting at the moment. Sun sets in the west, or westerly direction. It's not always true west. So in the westerly direction out here, what's really neat having out a view on the island here is you can see for thousands of miles, or hundreds to 1,000 miles. So I could see right out along essentially the vanishing point. and I don't see anything that far out into the distance. Yes, I do see some thunderstorms, especially if you take a look out this way. There are some thunderstorms out there, and that goes a little bit more into the Caribbean, more easterly into the Caribbean, but not that bad. Thunderstorms is what we would expect here on the islands, along with great rum drinks. But in terms of some other updates with the channel, Spectra. I am just about finished with Spectra. Taking some time here away from the real world. Gave me some good finishing thoughts to finish off Spectra, so I should be finishing that up within a week. That's at least with the story, and then I got to start the filming aspect for Spectra, which I'm actually going to be using right here, the Canon EOS R. And I have right now that 24-105 lens, which is really good. Now, I don't have what's called an ND filter on this. And an ND filter basically is basically sunglasses for the camera. So I would like to try and keep, I'm recording right now 4K 30 frames per second. I would like to try and keep this double the frame rate rule. So I would like to record at a shutter speed of 60 frames per second if I'm recording at a video of 30 frames per second. That's kind of the standard. I can't right now, otherwise it'd be too washed out. So to wrap up this weather, for the Northeast, we are going to be, we're in the warming trend right now. And we are going to be seeing temperatures start to warm up going into the weekend. However, it's not going to be as warm as we would like, in the 80s right now here. So if you do actually want to experience the 80s in April, you got to head to the Caribbean. I mean, this is the first time I've ever been here in April. And, excuse me, it's spectacular here. The sand is not burning hot like it usually is when I come in August. The sun angle, it's really nice. I feel like I'm getting some nice vitamin D right now. So if you can ever get to the Caribbean islands in the springtime, oh, it is really good. Beautiful scenery. And I'll even show you. So the white sand beaches. It's a little windy right now, but I mean that wind, I don't really mind it. It's a beautiful, cool wind, but it's not cold. And usually when we're talking about weather and sea breezes, especially at this time of the year, in the Northeast, the water can be warmer at sometimes than the air, and that especially goes into the winter. But that's starting to change a little bit now. What it looks like here, the ocean is about the same as the air, and at least the air over the ocean. When I went in the water, it was cold at first, so water temperature right now in the Caribbean is probably around the upper 70s, which is a little bit cool. But once you get in there, it feels really nice. I got a nice Caribbean shirt. I'm enjoying this shirt. It's cool out. It's a cool shirt for this weather. It's not cool out. But, yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. So I'm going to have more updates with what I'm expecting in terms of employment options. That's changing a little bit. We'll see what employment options come up in the future. Hopefully I get something really nice that I'm trying to get at the moment. If you want to find out what that is, hit that subscribe button below and then that little bell icon right next to that so you get notified whenever I upload a video or I do go live sometimes. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. I will be enjoying the rest of this beautiful afternoon and evening here in the Caribbean. Hopefully you can get here sometime. It's a fantastic place if you can ever get here. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video.